If you have been doing SEO for your website, or you're planning on doing SEO for your website, you must be aware of how important it is to earn high quality backlinks for your website, right? Now, while doing outreach in this regard, there are a lot of factors or KPIs that you can take into account. I'll be going through some of the most important ones out of these. Okay, so one would be the DR of the target website as compared to the DR of your website, right? So if your own website's DR is let's say 2, then it's all right for you to earn a backlink from, let's say, a website which has a DR of 10 or something like that, right? If your own DR is, let's say, 20, and you want to restrict yourself to earning backlinks from just DR 70 plus websites, then you are making things hard for yourself, right? So you have to take it in a more sort of a relative manner. Usually when we are doing outreach, we ignore or try to ignore websites that have a DR of 30 or below. In case of some tactics such as Harrow, it's harder at times to avoid certain certain website based on their DR, because a lot of publications might be anonymous, or there might be other issues. You can also take into account target websites traffic. So if we take an example here of let's say BBC, then you can see that their overall traffic is great. You might also want to take into account if their website has seen a huge drop in traffic in recent times, right? So that can also be a massive factor, right? So for instance, you can see that these guys had a lot of traffic an year ago almost, I guess, and now it's like dropped by quite a significant margin, I would say, right? So that's something that you should take into account too. Then you may also want to take into account the number of incoming links versus outgoing links. So let's say if BBC is earning, if BBC has been linked to by a million websites, but they have given backlinks to, let's say, 2 million websites, then you want to ignore that, because for one, their link juice, as in the power of their links, might be low, and secondly, it might also be hard to ensure that they are they're not selling backlinks, for instance, right? I mean, I don't think BBC does that, but I'm just using that an example, right? Obviously, you want to take into account quality of content. So in this regard, you may want to see, does this website has a particular focus, right? Rather than, or are they writing about all kind of topics, right? So if we look at the example of Remote Bob, I've not seen the website, by the way. I was just analyzing it here for SEO. But if they're just writing about topics related to their focus area, if they have a specific focus area, whether it's remote work or work from home or something, then that's good. But if they're writing about shoes and fire brigades and calculators and diamonds and everything, then that would usually not make a lot of sense, unless it's a personal website with someone who has like a diverse set of interests. Quality of content, obviously I can go on and on about it. There are a lot of factors that you can consider. Are they writing vague generic content? Are they using those boring stock photos? Design and branding is something that you should look at. Then you should also look at if there is a real person or team of persons behind it, right? So in such a case, if it's a real website, if it's a good website, then they may have an address, they may have a Google map, they must have like pictures and social media links of their team and bios of that team. They may have a running active company page on at least one social media platform, right? So these are some of the factors that you should take into account while while reviewing websites that you want to reach out to in order to earn backlinks for your site. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye.